And welcome back everyone to the next game here for the FX Open Invitational Series. I am Unstable, joined here by Railcoon. We're going to go into game number 2 for TSLSymbol up against FXOBabyknight. Atlantis Spaceship will be our next map coming up here. Let's jump straight into the game as we do have Symbol down here at the bottom left-hand position as our red Zerg. And then, of course, Babyknight up here at the top right as our blue Protoss. Now, this is going to be a very interesting matchup. We did see Babyknight take game number 1 with a little bit of luck involved, but also some nice defense against the multi-pronged attacks there by Symbol. So let's see if we can take it down in game number 2. What do you think, Railcoon?
Babyknight's been playing really solid so far today. He's been really just taking everybody out with just good play, and a little bit curious that Symbol went for the Ultralisks, but he had a pretty solid army to deal with other units as well. The main issue was he just was really zealot, like light, didn't really have any zealots. So if he tries to do that style again and Symbol like kind of notices that, there might be some opportunities, but it'd be difficult. Definitely saying that Babyknight's playing really well, and I would say he's favored to take the series right now.
Yeah, we'll see. We do see the pool first, of course, as is standard on these 2-player maps. And double drone actually going out, just like last game for Symbol, just in case he can't get that hatch down. Wait, he can down, etc. And Nexus first coming in from Babyknight as well.
Yeah, he gets the hatch down at the natural again.
Yeah, that's very strange for that to happen. Usually it's on next to impossible, but Symbol's been able to pull it up twice. That's very fortunate for him there. And he has actually pulled the drone back from the 3rd base just as that happened. So good game sense by him there. At the same time, we do see the Forge down at Babyknight's base. And I think we're going to see a very similar game to last one.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like so far. We're seeing these just very standard openings. For a Protoss first Zerg, this is kind of the default openings. If everything goes according to plan, nothing really has been thrown into the gears at this point, so both players are getting to do what they want to. And watching Symbol a little bit carefully, wondering when he's going to drop that gas timing. It looks like he wants to get the 3rd base down first, as per usual. So again, not really varying anything up. And back at Babyknight's base, he's getting that photon cannon. He did see the 3rd hatch on the way, so he might have been able to try and skip that, but that would have been possibly a little bit greedy in case Symbol made a few more Zerglings than he was anticipating. So he's just playing it really safe right now. And his 2 gas are up and running now, but not fully mining. He only has 2 probes on each one at the moment, actually.
Yeah, that's very true. We also have the cybernetic score just go down now for Babyknight. And we did see Symbol with some nice mid-game attacks in the last one. It's going to be very difficult to actually for a Protoss to get a 3rd base on this map, so we might likely see a 2-base play coming out here from Babyknight. We already have +1 on the way from the Forge, so we'll likely see some more gateways go down in the main. And that'll be where it differs up quite a bit.
Yeah, so I'm watching Symbol. He still has not dropped any gas. So it looks like he's going to try and do that really drone-heavy style where he delays the gas for as long as possible, gets the queens out really quickly, and just drones super hard. He's going to try and go for that risk. It's a reasonable risk to take here in game number 2. The main issue is that Babyknight didn't sit back and play really defensive even on the map where he was able to get a 3rd base. He still went for that kind of a 4-gate pressure. So especially on a map where it's going to be difficult for him to get the 3rd base, you kind of should be expecting that mid-game attack like you're saying.
Yeah.
So if he does try to push this droning too hard, it is going to be a little difficult for him. So you do see him dropping the Roach Warren as well as the Evolution Chamber to choke off his front into the natural. And he's holding the Watchtower as well, so he's going to use that to try and pump out Roaches last second if needed, but there are 6 gateways on the way, Unstable. There's going to be 7 gateway timing on the way.
Yeah, I'm not really sure if this is going to be the best idea for Babyknight. It's a very long rush distance map. Even with forward pylons, it takes a little bit extra time to get down there. We do see pylons already on the way, Stalker and Zealot on the way as well, but the Roach Warren is about to finish up. And that will allow Symbol to really just crank out as many roaches as he can. He's already at 39 drones to 32 probes.
Oh, this Overlord's going to scout it. He's seeing some of the gateways And there aren't enough units actually here to kill this Overlord, so he's going to see all these gateways. And that's going to be the big problem, is that Symbol was still droning really hard. He might have been caught off guard, and that would have been what would have helped Baby Knight, but now he sees all of these gateways, immediately switches over to making an army. And that means I think he should be able to hold this. But there's the attack from Baby Knight has already started, so it is going to be a close call. The roaches are very close to popping out, but this is very zealot heavy, so if he gets a good number of roaches out and controls them well, he might have to give up the third base, but he should still be fine.
Yeah, well, he's trying to run these roaches around, not get surrounded by these zealots. And oh, nicely done, picking off 1 or 2 stalkers as he comes in there, and he can just run away and buy time for the rest of these roaches to come out, and that's exactly what he's doing. More Zerglings on the way now as well. And a really nice decision-making by Symbol here with his control. He's actually coming around from behind, picking off at those pylons with these extra roaches, forcing Baby Knight to come back. And he's actually splitting up quite nicely. Half of the units are attacking left, half of the units are attacking the right. But next reinforcement wave for Baby Knight is coming in.
He is taking a lot of damage from these zealots to the roaches, though. He could be microing this a little bit better. And that's allowing Baby Knight to actually do quite a bit of damage here. You can see these massive warp-in cycles are preventing him from really doing a whole lot. And it looks like this hatchery will go down, and since he's been trying to fight for it instead of just giving it up, this is going to be rather painful for Symbol. He's still actually fighting when he should be withdrawing. The hatchery is down. There's no reason to be fighting at this location and be giving him some more kills. These 2 roaches will finish and go down. He will cancel the other one that's in an egg, but he lost a lot of units in that skirmish. And now Symbol is actually looking like he's in a bit of trouble. I think he would have been much better off just giving up the hatchery. And now he's actually off the creep. These roaches are going to take a lot of damage from the stalkers since they are slower. Symbol realizes this, does have to stop and turn around, but all these units are just completely trapped away from his base. They're all going to die. This is really bad for Symbol, but it is buying some time at least.
Well, he's buying time for one. He's also able to come back and do a counterattack if he wants to. At the same time, at home, he's already got these spine crawlers and extra roaches. And Baby Knight's going to be overconfident here as he comes in. He doesn't have Blink. He's going to walk straight into these roaches. The Zealots are at the back just yet again. And now he's caught because the extra units are going to come back that Symbol ran away before earlier. He's a very Zealot heavy force here. And the Zerglings are coming in after they've been mainly cleaned up. So Symbol will clean up this army now pretty much effortlessly. And as I was saying earlier, it's pretty much impossible for Protoss to take a third base right now, so Baby Knight is in a lot of trouble. He's lost the entire of his army. It's now 43 army supply, 214. He's going to lose these forward pylons. There is no way he can get a third base of his own, and Symbol's going to be able to freely expand behind this yet again. Yeah, and link speed has only just now been started.
The worker count is still pretty even at this point, and it really just comes to Baby Knight getting a little bit too over-aggressive there, pushing too far into the base. He probably wanted to take out that Roach Horn because it wasn't a slightly vulnerable position. Could have just taken it out, stopped the Roach production altogether, and then the additional Warpin cycles would have been pretty good. If he had done that, he would have been in a pretty good position, but he just got a little bit anxious, pushed in too far, and got flanked. Now, Symbol has a lot of units, and he does have the hatchery on the way, so he's going to be pushing Baby Knight back. Baby Knight is not even attempting to make a Nexus right now. Instead, going for a robotics facility. Probably going to try and pump out a few Immortals, but I'm not sure if that's fast enough.
No, probably not. We do see everything for Symbol moving across. His link speed is about to kick in. There it is. And now he's going to have 53 army supply to 18 as he comes knocking at the front door here for Baby Knight. His Stalkers are actually caught at the front. He's trying to warp in more units, but it's not going to help as he gets completely surrounded here as well. There's only one cannon here, and the robotics facility isn't done yet. And there's just so many roaches. I think we're going to see a Symbol tie up the series here in a second. Nice force field by Baby Knight, trying to buy time, but it's just not going to matter. There is too many roaches here.
Yeah, it was looking pretty good until Baby Knight just attacked in too aggressively. It looks like Symbol's got this one on lock as he focuses down these sentries with the roaches. Actually, maybe not. He got those in there, and it looked like he's going to be able to take out the sentries. But he was actually able to kill those before the sentries went down. But the gateway is just going down, opening up a big hole in the wall. And now all the roaches are going to stream through. Mortal's about to pop out and get focused immediately. But, oh, actually gets unpowered. And there's the GG.
Yeah, and congratulations to Symbol. He will tie up the series 1-1. We'll be right back with our third game as we jump in and see who makes it out of this group into the round of 32 straight away. Will it be Baby Knight or Symbol?